how do I even get started? Well, first and foremost, I'm a comic book illustrator. That's my main passion. That's what everything funnels down to. I've been many things through my life. I was a musician, professional musician from 16 to 28. I've been a yoga instructor at Bent 9 Yoga Studios since about 4 years ago. I was a boxer out of Alliance AZO, a Muay Thai boxer for about 7 years. So I'm about a lot of things.
Yeah. Did you doodle as a kid? When did you know the comic book would be your destination?
I didn't know comics were going to be my destination until only a couple years ago. I did doodle as a kid. I've been a comic book fan since as long as I can remember. My generation had the benefit of growing up with the X-Men animated TV series on Fox Kids, and so I watched that a lot. And then in 2000, the X-Men movie dropped. That's like the first movie I remember seeing in theaters, and from there I was hooked. So I was really into comics, kid, doodle a lot. And then I stopped drawing around 10, just kind of fell out of it like any other kid and explore other things. And then I didn't get back into comics, into drawing until about 2021. And
what made you start getting back into this art?
So it was a YouTube channel called Cartoonist Kayfabe by Ed Piskor and Jim Rugg. And it's by far the best comic book resource, archival history that you can find on the internet. And so their enthusiasm and their constant presence of building like this community of artists, we're all coming together, it inspired me to get back into drawing. I had a gut reaction, like that's what I should be doing.
Tell me the process on how this becomes a comic book.
Well, so it starts with a blank sheet of paper and then an idea, and then bringing that idea to life with a pencil. And so there's a couple different stages. There's like a blue line stage where you have this pencil that doesn't get picked up by a scanner. So you sketch an idea out on, and then you refine it with a graphite pencil, and then you refine it again with ink. And that's what takes it from a blank piece of paper to a published work. The part that I find like the most fun is the idea stage, where I'll draw like small thumbnail drawings. I'll get the concepts out. The penciling stage, so when you go from a blank piece of paper to the actual drawing. The only thing I dread, but I think it's really important, is the lettering. So a lot of my stuff, it's all hand lettering. Generally, that's the most time consuming, is doing the lettering, but the final product looks a lot better, so yeah.
Always had that mustache?
Yep, out of the womb with it.
That's good. That's all we need to hear on that one.
Yeah. All right. And there's Thundercat. Such a sweetie. So get my non-photo red pencil. So that's what I'll start out with. This story is going to be for one of the 3 publications that I work for, is KFAM Comics, aka Power to the Panel, which you can find on YouTube. We're on page 7. This is page 4 or 5 right here. So working on page 7. So right now I'm drawing out the borders. See, when you print a comic, it'll be sized down from this 11 by 17 size paper. And then the error of printing is that some of this material will be cut off. So we try and draw a certain length from the side to avoid any printing errors. Cool, all right, yeah, let's do it. And there's some things I think about when I'm drawing, like as far as composition goes. Like taking in thirds when it comes to the image, so I'm not drawing something generally directly in center unless it's intentional. Also trying to think about guiding the eye, so text will probably go in this area here. The faces being about here. And so the idea is I kind of want the eye to go in about a zigzag formation. It's gonna be kind of funny if you guys catch the faces that I make while I'm drawing, because I'm trying to get the expression of the character, so I'll do it from feeling, you know, trying to make the face myself, and I probably look mad, like disturbed mad, you know. And so the red photo, the non-photo red pencil is it's a tool that a lot of animators use, a lot of comic book artists use. I might use a non-photo blue, which I might have around here, but non-photo means it's not going to be picked up by the scanner. And so I'll put my rough ideas down on this first. What was his name? Spencer? Is he still out there playing with the cat? Then I like having my phone by me for the timer, for reference. All right, let's see what I can pull from that. All right, so we're getting a pretty good idea of what I'm gonna do here. I'm doing what I can to try and stay loose and do the actual like executing of the drawing through the pencil, but that's still something like the graphite pencil. That's still something I'm working on that my art mentor Brian Moss is trying to get me to comprehend.
Your end product, where does it go?
Well, it's been traveling around the West Michigan area quite well, in fact. So once my pages have been scanned and I send them to whatever publisher or additional artists that I'm working with, and we have a team that helps us assemble the books. And from there, they ship them to me, and I'll take them to Fanfare in Kalamazoo. They've been great with us. They've supported us from the beginning, so nearly all of our books you can buy at Fanfare. There's also comic book shops around the area like Perfect Storm out in Paw Paw and Battle Creek. But we have a goal of trying to get beyond the comic book store. Comic books used to be a bit more easy to access. They were at the grocery stores, the drug stores. And now it's pretty much exclusively comic book shops is where you buy comics. So we actually have our books at Satellite Records, as well as a lot of dispensaries around town, because comic books used to be a big part of that culture. So they kind of go anywhere and everywhere. I also table many different places. I hardly really table at Comic-Cons. I think I've only done 2 now that I think about it, and it's just been the Ed Piscor Comic-Con out in Pittsburgh. Otherwise, I do markets, art markets. I did the vintage market all summer. Lots of raves, actually. So yeah, our books are You can find, if you're in West Michigan, you'll find them in many different places.
I understand part of your fan club includes a cat or two?
Yes, so I've had my cat Venom since she was 5 days old. She's around here somewhere. I actually have her tattooed on the back of my neck. She's 12 now, and we just got a couple kittens about 7-8 months ago.
I think the gray one's my favorite.
Yes, Astra, she's around here. She's definitely been loving all the attention. And we have another one named Thundercat who's around somewhere.
And is the Kalamazoo area a good area for an artist like yourself?
I cannot recommend I love Kalamazoo deeply. Kalamazoo is such a art positive area and community that's very grassroots. Some places can be quite competitive, but I don't get that in Kalamazoo. Kalamazoo, everybody tries to lift one another up. If you put yourself out there, someone's probably gonna reach back and try and give you a hand.
What's the future? I mean, what's your goal?
Well, my goal is to just keep doing what I'm doing. I'm so lucky, I'm so grateful to be on the path that I am. To me, it's about building community through comic books. Comic books are such an approachable art form that all someone really needs is a pencil and a piece of paper. I mean, Jack Kirby created almost the entire Marvel universe, which is a Ticonderoga #2 pencil on a piece of paper. And someone once told me that if you want to get involved with the community, share what you're passionate about. And so that's what I hope to do. I hope that my story is something that might inspire somebody else, that if they have that thing that really interests them, but they're trying to tell themselves that they can't do it. I mean, look, 5 years ago, I remember telling somebody that I couldn't draw a stick figure. And here we are.
Be sure to find us on YouTube and Instagram. Exclusive videos, extended content, and behind-the-scenes pictures. Just search Kalamazoo Lively Arts.